For today. This is my first time being the general evaluator, so I'm very excited to be up here. You guys are all very encouraging, and it's great to see everybody smiling and participating. So I believe the first thing I would like to do is ask the timer to review our time constraints.
The evaluations are about 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, you get green light, and at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you get a yellow light. And at 3 minutes, you get the red light, and you have 30 seconds to wrap up.
Great. And so for the first part, I would then like to introduce our first evaluator, which will be Mark.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters.
Good afternoon.
It is a pleasure to be here today. It's a pleasure to evaluate Ms. Sweet. Can you do me a favor? Can you give me your title one more time?
Don't be like King's brother-in-law.
Are you saying Ken or King?
King.
Oh, okay. That was, okay,
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, here's what I'm going to do because I was hearing a different word in the back. I'm going to start off with the things that I thought were good, and then I'm going to go into some tips. And I'm mindful that this is your third talk. So I'm keeping that in mind. As we get a little further down the path, I may, ratchet a little harder, but I want to make sure that, we're constantly going. So real quickly off the top, even before you said a word, I thought you came up, poise, great, smile, great, outfit, great, volume, great. Don't change any of those things. Nothing, you just came up, boom. Okay, wow, you look interesting. And I've always said this to you, that people may underestimate you, and that is a good thing, because when you come up, boom, your volume is there, everything is there, and that is a good thing. So you're going to surprise people. So overall, that part very well. I'm going to talk real quickly about your story, which I thought was good, but I misheard a word in there. I thought you were saying Ken's brother-in-law, so I wasn't sure. So it threw me a little bit. I was like, what does this mean? But the essence of your story. The king's brother-in-law was that he was kind of lazy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I picked up was kind of the essence of it. And we don't want to be like the king's brother-in-law because he was a little lazy. So I thought you had a great story, but I will say this, Sweet, I didn't pick up you were as comfortable with that story for some reason versus your other personal stories. I didn't feel that you were as comfortable. So just keep that in the back of your mind. So if you're going to do a story that's not personal, then that's something that you're going to have to really practice a little more because it's not just right off the top of your head. So I didn't pick up you were as comfortable. Generally, when we tell a story, we want to make sure that we have some point to tell us that story. And I wasn't real clear on that at the end of your talk. So here's what I thought. The essence or the moral of that story was we must take advantage of opportunity. That is what I kind of picked up that, King's brother was lazy and he had an opportunity. So anytime we have an opportunity, we must take advantage of the opportunity. That is your takeaway.
Actually, I had a different takeaway.
Okay.
My message, the message I was trying to say was being thorough. Like,
Okay,
if
alrighty.
you're tasked to do something,
Okay.
at work, whatever, it's like, instead of just doing one thing,
Okay.
try to see it as the whole picture, bigger picture.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up,
Yes.
because if that is your intent,
Yes.
that then when you come up here, that is what you want to convey to the audience, how important it is to be thorough. And then go into your story, and then that's your takeaway. So remind everybody, when we come to work, when someone asks us to do something, it is important for us to be thorough. So I'm glad you brought that up. So just remember that the story is intended to reemphasize the point of being thorough. So as far as you're concerned. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Overall, great job. You are progressing great, and you are enthusiastic about what you do, and that is half the battle. So keep doing what you're doing, and thank you for speaking today. Miss General Evaluator.
Thank you for presenting at that evaluation. I would now like to introduce our second evaluator, Jack.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Jim, thank you very much for agreeing to speak today. I know you're always prepared, and today I started listening to the topic, and it was very interesting. One is how to make yourself successful. And you talk about, and then you ask the question. So that is where I think when we look at the speech, we talk about the introduction. We talk about have some content or a context to your speech, and then you have a message that you want to deliver to. And that's kind of the organization. But you were able to do that, by just sitting there and listening to sweet speech and then coming up with your own speech. That's great. It's almost like a table topic speech. There were three things you talked about. So one is make others feel important. And you also talked about care about other people's point of view and what can I do for you, which is one of the things you talked about as an example for a candidate who's writing a resume. All great principles. Looks like they're all Dale Carnegie's principles related to human relationships and so on. Thank you for bringing those here. I was able to listen to your speech all the way there. I had no difficulty at all. And your eye contact, and you were able to watch everyone sitting here and make your speech very well. The one thing I did notice that your hands were coming together triangle, so I couldn't figure out what you were trying to tell us, but maybe something to watch out as part of your gesture. And the time, you had 3 to 5 minutes, and you wanted to bring in 3 things in your 3 to 5 minutes. Maybe next time to maybe bring one thing that you wanted to communicate in 3 to 5 minutes and to consider. Otherwise, overall, I think I liked it. So it had all the elements that we look for in a speech. And thank you for stepping up and being part of the speech. Thank you.
I will have you come back again for the timer's report. Are you able to just do it from that spot at the desk? Okay.
For the evaluators?
Evaluate.
Yes. All right, evaluators, Mark, you're